And we're back with TSPN TV, and we have with us Karl Knobelauch, President of
Morning,
the Preston
Richard.
Castle Foundation. How are you doing today?
Very good. How are you?
Good. And you have a good background in administration. You're former undersheriff for Amador County.
Yes.
Long career in law enforcement, and it's come in handy one time.
Yes.
But today we're here to talk about the Preston Castle Foundation Golf Tournament.
Yes. This will be the 9th annual Preston Castle Golf Tournament to help save Preston Castle by raising funds at the golf tournament. So that'll be at Castle Oaks on May 1st.
I see a lot of tournaments are going to Rancho Murrieta now, and for a lot of different reasons. I personally think that's wrong, because if we have a local organization, especially based in Iowa, we should be going to Castle Oaks.
I think so. I think Castle Oaks, I'm not a golfer myself, but I have been around the course with my brother and my son when they went out golfing. It's a gorgeous course.
Right.
And
one of the top-rated courses in
yes.
Northern California.
Yes, and there is actually one tee that has an unparalleled, unique view of the Preston Castle.
That's correct. And if you haven't played on Castle Oaks, it's quite a sight to be able to see the castle right there.
It's a view that you don't get from any other place.
That's right. And except for in the castle.
Yes.
So, what are the opportunities available for people besides playing in the tournament? They can go on the website.
They can go at PrestonCastle.com and see the other events that we still have running that will be on the exterior of the grounds. Come to the golf tournament. If you're not a golfer, you can do like I do and help volunteer to make the tournament a success.
Right. Or you can come in after the tournament and just eat dinner with everybody
Yes,
else.
we're going to have a wonderful dinner. The golf will start registration at 11, and from 11 to 12:45 they'll have practice balls, lunch, all over at Caddy's at Castle Oaks, then the golf tournament itself, and then afterwards everybody's coming up to the castle for a big tri-tip with all the fixins dinner on the patio behind the castle at sunset.
And people feel, well, I can go up there for dinner. Is that it? No, they have you have a raffle and other things going on, correct?
Yes, we have silent auction, raffle, and then of course the prizes for the folks that golfed in the golf tournament are always entertainment in and of itself.
That's right. I know one of the prizes or silent auction will be 4 tickets to a Hellwig event with Little River Band, which I can't go to it. I'm sorry, but they were one of my favorite bands growing up.
Well, and the amphitheater there at Hellwig is a gorgeous spot to go to a concert.
That's right. So prizes like that will be silent auction and live auction.
Yes.
But you have silent auction and raffle, I guess.
Right.
No live auction, but the tournament itself, people have other opportunities to help in different ways.
People can help out on the course, be judges at holes, because there's all kinds of contests while they're out on the course. It's not just standard golf. There's closest to the tee, longest drive, all kinds of different contests, and we need volunteers at the various holes to be judges for those things.
As well as each hole needs a sponsor.
And as well as each hole needs a sponsor.
Or it looks like at this point multiple sponsors, because I think we're up around 30 sponsors now. So.
Which is great. All of that helps the castle in our efforts to preserve and rehabilitate the castle.
Right, and those are $100 fee sponsorships, and all of that goes into helping to restore the grounds and Preston Castle itself.
Right.
Just for people that don't know, the castle came from what evolution?
The castle started with, in the 1880s, the California legislature looked at what we were doing with youthful offenders in California, which was put the youthful offenders in San Quentin and Folsom State prisons with the adult inmates. They looked at that and said, that's probably not the best way to handle this.
Almost cruel and unusual punishment.
Yes. If nothing, to send them to Crook University to learn how to do the trade. So they said they needed to build a youthful correctional facility. They modeled it after a facility that was in existence in Red Wing, Minnesota.
Well, while you're talking, let's lift it up so people can see it.
And so they built Preston Castle. The castle will be 120 years old this June. It opened in June of 1894. Wow. So it'll be 120 years old. We'll be celebrating somehow the birthday of the castle. And it's been there ever since and operated from 1894 to 1960 as the administration building of the Preston Youth Correction Facility.
And Preston Castle Foundation is still looking for, when they shut the facility down, they had a big auction, I guess. And a lot of things like doors and chairs and anything you can auction off was auctioned off.
Auctioned off, taken. They took the slate roof off of the main building, which allowed the water to come in and did a lot of damage. It wasn't until the late 1990s that a roof was put back on the building to stop the decay. The spiral staircase that got you up to the open observation deck of the tower, it was a big steel spiral staircase. You can actually still see that. It's in the bar in the old Firehouse Restaurant in Old Town Sacramento.
Right, and I doubt if they're going to give it back.
I understand they were asked and they're still laughing.
Okay, but there are people around the community, if you know of people that live in, I know we know of people that live in Sacramento
Yes.
that have art items from the castle. Some donate them back, some want to hold on to them.
I don't know if they've managed to get the shot, but the picture in the other room is a picture that was just given back.
So you are getting those things back, and the requests are still out there. But events like this golf tournament help to bring in some money to keep the castle
they do.
operational. And I know there's some issues going on right now, so the more revenue that's brought in to offset some of that will help
We
tremendously.
have one of the world's biggest money pits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's correct.
a definite fixer-upper.
What's your estimate? How much is it going to cost to redo the castle? I know you're doing it piece at a time, and a lot of volunteer efforts are in there, which you can always use volunteers at the castle.
Yeah, the estimates range in the neighborhood of $45 to $60 million to rehabilitate the castle.
That's more than I had anticipated.
Yes.
So a lot of money. So every event like this helps. Again, May 1st, the Preston Castle Golf Classic. What time does it start again, Carl?
11 in the morning
And the fee to
is $95 a golfer.
Okay.
And go to PrestonCastle.com to register.
And that's probably the best place to go.
It's the easiest.
We could give out a lot of phone numbers, but most people have email, www.PrestonCastle.com. And you can always sponsor a hole. You can help out at the course that day.
Yes.
Or you can donate items for the raffle.
Or come up and help me cook dinner.
That's right. Okay, Carl. Thank you very much for
thank
being
you.
here. All right. We are going to go to a break, and then we'll be right back with our final segment.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN. Rotary Club.